One day I'm gonna be everything I wanna be. I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. My future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free. From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges. A host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken. He rides on two wheels, ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only metal can bestow. He takes his stand, refusing to submit. Insane wheels hear his battle cry. Metal and mayhem will never die. Whistlers report he paves his way. Oh, legend in the making, day by day.
Shit, day by day, mother truckers. What's good with everyone, man? Good morning to all of you freaking legends up in here. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful morning so far. It's a Friday, beautiful morning. At least it is for me. It's not raining like it has been the last few days. It's been kind of gloomy over here, but now it's super bright right now. So much love, honor, respect to everybody. We got a good one this morning. We got Trump pauses tariffs on Canada and Mexico imports, and I don't know for how long yet. We're going to find out when we cover all the media this morning, as well as U.S. troops arrested for selling government secrets. And I don't even know the actual story of this. We're going to find this out together. But before we do all of that, man, we got to make sure that we hitting the like button on the way in. Much love. And it helps out the show immensely. Listen, this shit is by far the number one metric of all of YouTube. Okay. I don't ask anybody to I don't bug you guys to donate and do all that kind of shit, but I do bug you guys to hit that like button. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button because it's also free. Also, please consider becoming a member. It starts only for $2.99 a month. We're not going to break the bank for anybody, but listen, if it's going to break the bank for you guys, don't do it. For anybody that does, I don't want to put anyone in a position, but this is how we continue to do this show and not have to really worry about cash flow on the sense of super chats and stuff like that. This is our number one way of helping in that regard. And also, listen, follow my Instagram right here at BallValveTV, where I post everything behind the scenes of not only my lifestyle, but of the show, as well as Millennial Food Time. And this is better than my phone number, man. So make sure you guys follow me over there. The Discord's in the link in the description of every single live video, by the way. So if you guys are into Discord, boom. As well as, of course, every super chat, super sticker, gifted membership signups are, of course, going to be shouted out and put on display onto the show. But, of course, if you guys would like to help out monetarily and skip that brutal YouTube 30% cut, right here, we have all the different platforms, you know what I mean? And we'll allow this to scroll for the remainder of the show. But I will shout you, of course, out and your message, Anyways, we got Mr. up in the building. Shout out to my man right there. We got Warland as well as Naomi. Good to see you guys. We got Brother Steve up in the building. Shout out to my man right there. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. We got Martin as well. We're about to get down with our left-handed tobacco, by the way, but I think I left it. Oh, I did. I left it over there in my bed. Of course I would. Yeah, actually it is in my bed. So once we get playing, I'll grab it, But hopefully you're doing well up there, as well as America Uncensored. We got Alabama's, another Alabama finest. We got Anson Knowles up in here. Good to see my man. Always appreciate him, as well as Evil Rick, Glare 1%er. Yes, sir. He's Anson. Look at this pushy motherfucker. Oh, shit. Oh, pay me now. We got Steve Posey as well saying good morning. Good morning. Mike Ball in the Breakfast Club. That's right. Damn straight, motherfucker. Good to see you, man. Good to see everyone up in here, man. Remember to hit that like button. Yes, sir. We got Tats as well over there in the UK. Always appreciate you for hanging out with us, by the way. So good afternoon to you. Hopefully you're doing fantastic. going through and saying hi to everybody real quick. Always appreciate. I got to show my appreciation, you know. Dragon Classy, thank you for hanging out and chilling with us, as well as brother Dwayne, my man. Thank you guys for hanging out, man. We got Miss Lotus as well. Always good to see her over there in Florida. Yep. We're getting down with our bad selves. We got KP. Yes, sir. Like I just told you. I got the left-handed tobacco, but I'm going to have to grab it here in a minute. That's all good. It's all good. We got Gary as well. Good morning. And yes, that's right. We got to hit that like button. I appreciate you guys already hitting that like button. Thank you guys. Mine's charging right now. Oh shit. I see what you guys are talking about. What's up, KP? Yeah, we're going to get down, bro. We're going to get down. All right. Let's go ahead and fucking fire this shit up. Let's fire this shit up and see what's going on with this kind of crazy radical title that I've got going on here. Trump pauses tariffs on Canada and Mexico imports, and as well as U.S. troops are arrested for selling government secrets. And of course, we're going to cover more that's within the news, of course. But those are the big ones. Adriano, good to see you over there in Brazil. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and get into it.
Thank you for waking up with us here on Live Now from Fox. It's Friday morning, March 7th. I'm Gina Francine, here with you for the next few hours to give you all of your breaking news alerts, top stories, and of course, your live events of the day.
From
As we come on the air this Friday morning, we are following some breaking news headlines. It takes us out to Paris, France, giving you a live look there at this hour outside of a train station. This Friday morning, the
unexploded World War II bomb in Paris halts Eurostar travel? Why? What's happening?
Associated Press reports the discovery of an unexploded World War II era bomb near the tracks severed Paris's high-speed rail link.
Oh, real quick, a whole bunch of you guys just came in. I got to pay my respects. We got Redneck Side Motorcycle Whips coming in hot, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, use code Insane Wheels for 15% off of all Redneck Side Motorcycle Whips. Yes, sir. As well as Mr. Boulay, Alabama's finest up in here. Good to see my man, as well as Brother Straight Jacket. Always appreciate my man right there. Just wanted to say hi to everyone.
From London and Brussels this Friday, dashing travelers' weekend getaway plans and causing cascading disruptions to scores of other trains to and from France's busiest railway station. And you're getting a live look outside at this hour. Eurostar, operator of the sleek, speedy trains that usually make rail travel between the UK and the continent a breeze, announcing the cancellation of all its services to and from its hub in the French capital. Bright red signs warning of service disruptions greeted rail users at the usually humming train station, their travel plans thrown into disarray.
I'm kind of still trying to figure out what's happening
during the morning rush hour. Right now, I want to give you a look inside of the train station this Friday morning, and you can see that hustle and bustle that the Associated Press is referring to. We're learning the repercussions.
Good morning, Tiffany, by the way. Good morning to you.
Quickly rippled beyond
as well as Mummy.
Borders. In Brussels, trains to Paris were canceled until at least Friday afternoon. We do have a quote from a retired person in the area saying, "There's no solution. We're going to call the hotel and stay one more day and change our train ticket." You can see how people are standing around inside of that train station impacted because
I kind of don't get it.
Of that news. We're also learning at London's train station, travelers who'd been looking forward to Paris's charms found their plans canceled. So several people impacted this Friday.
Oh, what is it? Because I thought they were just saying that they're no longer going to transport it. But if you're no longer going to transport it, why is it there a halt? I don't understand. I would understand if they are, moving a World War II bomb that's unexploded, shuts everything down. I would imagine that would happen. But they just said, okay, whatever.
Morning, Eurostar, which runs passenger trains through the Channel Tunnel between Britain and the continent, saying, quote, "It's sincerest apologies for the disruption, and they understand the inconvenience this may cause." They go on to say, "We appreciate everyone's patience and cooperation."
Yeah, but the question I bear is, are they moving it? Are they moving the bomb around right now? Is that why it's shut down? Because the way I took it was them saying that they're no longer going to be moving it. That's what I thought I heard. Anyways.
during this time. Again, this is a developing situation this Friday morning. We are learning from the Associated Press that unexploded World War II bombs halt Eurostar travel connecting Paris to London and Brussels. Again, giving you a look inside of the train
Boy, my
station there
man.
in Paris, France, which does hold Eurostar
Good morning.
travel. And again, people waiting around, learning if their travels have been delayed or even canceled. Again, giving you a live look outside. We will continue to follow this developing story throughout today and, of course, throughout.
Oh, that's a humongous W, Steve. That's a humongous W. He says, I was able to get out of bed for the first time in a week, got the blood clot under control, and feeling great. Today is a good day. Fuck yeah, it's a great day. Yes, sir. Love to hear that shit. But you just made my day, dude. I love that. So thanks for sharing that with us.
The weekend right here on Live Now from Fox. 6:01 is the time now on the East Coast, and we continue to follow other headlines on this Friday morning. Our next one taking us out to Rome, Italy, giving you a live look outside of.
Here we go. Yeah, he's not dead, right? But he's doing a little bit, like, it's kind of crazy the amount of press that's on it. I would think that once every 3-4 days check in, but they're on the shit every day.
Medical updates until Saturday, but overall the Chinese government.
Soldiers charged with selling U.S. Army secrets to China. The breaking news. It's not even a normal story. This is a breaking news ordeal. As you guys see that I've got it listed at the top, or down below, whatever platform you're on. So the U.S. troops arrested for selling government secrets. Let's go ahead and figure out what is happening here. Let me know what you guys think.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and good morning to you if you're just now tuning in. On this Friday, we are following breaking news, learning 2 U.S. soldiers and 1 former soldier are charged with selling U.S. Army secrets to China. Fox's David Detling has the latest information.
2 active duty U.S. soldiers stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord no longer at their posts. They are behind bars accused of working with the Chinese government.
This is the result of a long-running investigation.
Yo, Brother Lee up in here. Always appreciate my man right there.
FBI and our partners were able to uncover a conspiracy to steal national defense information.
Uh-oh, Tats is calling you guys out. We're going to have to do a quick halt to the fucking show. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't ask anything else of you guys other than I do bug you guys about one thing, and just hitting that like button helps out the show immensely. Thank you guys immensely for doing it and helping out the show. It goes way further. That shit is better than $1 each. I'm going to be honest. That shit is fucking great.
Information from military installations here in the Pacific Northwest.
The FBI naming those 2 JBLM soldiers as Jian Zhao and Li Tian. They, along with Roy Guen, a former U.S. soldier in Oregon, were arrested Thursday. All of them are accused of violating their duties to protect sensitive military information by selling it to China.
The information that is at risk here is information that identifies the United States military's capabilities, plans and intentions, and could really put us at a severe disadvantage if that were to fall in the wrong hands for an adversary.
According to this FBI press release, all 3 had access to highly sensitive information, which upon sale, they gained roughly $15,000, giving China access to classified hard drives, a stolen encryption-capable computer, along with other sensitive military information. The FBI stating this threat to national security.
Oh my God. Why are you gay? Oh my God.
Security ended following a 1.5-year long investigation.
I need that. Let me grab that. I'll be right back. I do need
well versed in these types of investigations, but it does pose a challenge.
And it's still unclear how much information was transmitted to China. FBI saying that during its investigation, it tried mitigating any losses. Meantime, charges against the 3 will now go to a special prosecutor. In Seattle, Dave Detling, Fox News.
All right, Dave, thank you so much for that detailed report. And as we further discuss the latest information, FBI Director Kash Patel putting this statement out on X this Friday morning, saying, quote, I can now report that today the FBI, along with our interagency partners led by Pam Bondi, arrested 2 active duty U.S. Army soldiers and 1 former U.S. Army soldier for theft of government property and a bribery scheme. He goes on to say these individuals have been charged with stealing America's defense intelligence capabilities and empowering adversaries like China in betrayal of our country. They will now face American justice. Also on X this morning on the FBI page, this also from Kash Patel, it says, quote, while bribery and corruption have thrived under China's Communist Party, this behavior cannot be tolerated with our service members who are entrusted with sensitive military information, including national
What's up, brother Pitbull over there in the UK as well, my bro? Good to
defense
see you, man.
information.
Good
It
afternoon.
goes on to say the FBI and our partners will continue to work to undercover attempts by those in China to steal sensitive U.S. military information and hold all accountable who play a role in betraying our national defense. That coming from the director of the FBI, Kash Patel, as well. Again, this on the FBI X page. This is a developing
Rabbit of Chaos, pleasure. Always good to see you.
situation. So
Good
make
morning.
sure to stay tuned to Live Now from Fox for the latest information. We're going to go ahead and take our second 2-minute
No, we're not taking no fucking breaks, but we'll take this break to say thank you to Tats over there in the UK, dropping it like it's hot. Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting the show immensely. It means the world to me. So thank you for that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to skip ahead because we're not fucking listening to no break.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and good morning to you if you're just now tuning in. Turning to your political headlines this Friday morning, learning that President Donald Trump is temporarily pausing tariffs on steel and aluminum imports from Mexico and Canada, giving the countries more time to negotiate key issues around border security and even trade. Fox News correspondent Madeline Rivera joining us live in Washington this morning with the latest details. Madeline, good morning.
We got America Uncensored as well as Joseph. Good to see my man up there in Canada, by the way. Saying good morning, Mr. Ball, Lucy, Breakfast Crew, BNC, and can't forget the hater, Stop the Cap.
Stop the cap.
I love that Stop the Cap shit. Good morning to everyone, man.
Hi.
Oh, shit, real quick. I saw that shit just pop in. Drop it like it's hot. 2 pounds, boom. Hey, listen, we love that British currency over here. To the Breakfast Club, thank you. Dues paid right there. Dues paid. I very much appreciate that.
Good morning, Janae. Good to be with you.
Good to be with you as well. We know that these tariffs have been a hot topic, honestly, this entire Trump presidency.
Right, Mr. Mister? Good morning, by the way.
Could you share with us the very latest, as a lot of eyes are on the latest of steel and aluminum imports?
Yeah, you know, there's been a lot of whiplash regarding the tariffs this week. So yesterday, the president kind of reversed course.
Go
and said that
Survival. Good morning. Good to see you
there
here.
would be exemptions for tariffs for products under the USMCA agreement. So that will give relief for American consumers. But the important thing here is that it is, as of right now, temporary because the
Holy
president is
shit.
still threatening.
I am fucking bad. So I just got a Cash App. I'm really bad about this sometimes. And I'm trying always to like be real cautious of that because you guys, when you guys send something personally, it means a lot. And you guys don't necessarily get to see it in the chat kind of ordeal. And so it means a lot more because it's direct, man. And I really appreciate that. Mr. Mister saying for $50 says, Mr. Chat Spurg Fund, dude. So he's re-upping his Chat Spurg Fund. He's spending $50 to be able to talk some shit. Always appreciate you, Mr. Mister. Thank you immensely for the support, man. This is how we can do this shit. So I really appreciate you. Man, thank you for that.
To impose
Super
reciprocal
selfless.
tariffs come April 2nd. So we'll see if he reverses course on that one. But the president has been engaged in a lot of talks with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum. The president yesterday talking about his conversation with Sheinbaum, saying that he had a
Good morning,
good,
Kel.
productive conversation with the Mexican president, and says he does see tangible evidence regarding Mexico's actions to stop the illegal flow of fentanyl. He says he has seen some evidence that the flow of fentanyl has been declining. So the White House has been intent on framing this as a tariff policy on trying to mitigate the flow of fentanyl. But at the same time, sometimes that can lead to trade wars as well. And that's what investors are really afraid of. And that's why we saw a lot of the topsy-turviness happening with the stock market this week. So there's a lot of concern that
She's like, Dad, that's reserved for us Zoomers over here.
The president might reverse course, and a lot of hope as well that these countries can somehow get on a better solid footing over the next 30 days. Gina.
Madeline, you hit the nail on the head. A lot of eyes on what could happen and what happens if the president does.
Well, I mean, it's kind of true. I mean, look at the stock market the last, kind of 2 weeks, I guess, right? Yeah, it's definitely making all of that shit extremely volatile, right?
Reverse course. Could you provide any insight on that angle, please?
Well, they will be continuing to have conversations and talks over the next 30 days. The White House, the president said they will continue to assess the actions of Mexico and Canada. But Canada and Mexico, they have threatened to take some retaliatory actions as well. And again, no one wants to see this escalate into
Mr. Hardwire, my man, good morning to you, by the way.
A full-blown trade war. But the president, as we've seen over the last few days here, has been very quick to make decisions, very quick to change things on a whim, and that makes it very hard to predict what's going to happen over the next several weeks. Janae.
Just paying your
Fox News
tab. I
correspondent
love that.
Madeline Rivera, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us bright and early this Friday. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to share the
Mr. No, it's always appreciated because you actually, you don't just spur, you actually fucking talk some shit, dude. Not some shit, all shit. So don't even worry about it. I love hearing your input.
Just right now, as we further discuss the story, take a look at your screen. This is the latest information from President Donald Trump on tariffs. He says, quote, on Truth Social, after speaking with President Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico, I have agreed that Mexico will not be required to pay tariffs on anything that falls under the USMCA agreement. This agreement is until April 2nd. I did this as an accommodation and out of respect for President Sheinbaum. Our relationship has been a very good one, and we are working hard together on the border, both in terms of stopping illegal aliens from entering the U.S. and likewise stopping fentanyl. Thank you to President Sheinbaum for your hard work and cooperation, end quote. Again, this statement via Truth Social from President Donald Trump. Right now, I want to give you another live look at the White House. Of course, as we get more information as relates to your political headlines with the Trump presidency, you'll get it right here on Live Now from Fox. In other political headlines this morning, I now want to take you out to...
I wonder how it's going to play out now with these tariffs. I mean, I wish I kind of knew how long even these pauses were like predicted for, because now everyone's going to be anticipating for it to happen again, which it can happen. Absolutely. Probably will. It most likely will. So kind of like what Papa Penguin says, like how do we know? Like we got to have some sort of stability here. Pick one side, pick it or do it or not do it, type of thing. But I understand needing to do that to scare them, or that's our way of doing that. I understand, but at the same token, it is fucking up the economy a bit. Definitely.
Tokyo, Japan,
in the business world,
where the UK Foreign Secretary, Business and Trade Secretary, and their Japanese counterparts held a joint news conference this Friday in Tokyo following a 2+2 meeting. Take a listen.
And I'm American, Steve. Can we please have a decent translator, not some AI translated bullshit, please? No, I can't listen to that. Okay, I can hear that. UK and Japanese officials hold presser following 2+2 meeting. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Very much. Inviting the UK side. Secretary Lamy, please.
I really don't care about this, but I want to figure out what the heck they're talking about.
Well, thank you once again, Takeshi and Minister Mutu, for hosting today's Economic 2+2, a first for the United Kingdom. And in hosting this Economic 2+2,
Dean,
we are acutely aware.
My brother Dean up in here, good to see you.
of Japan and the United Kingdom representing the fourth and sixth biggest economies in the world. Our discussions have really reinforced the value of cross-cutting discussions between the four of us. Our shared interests in a stable international system and rules-based trade is absolutely clear.
You know what? The right answer is exactly what just Steve Easy said. So we're just going to go ahead and skip ahead because I really don't give a fuck about that. Lecture underway at World Trade Organization headquarters? Lecture?
So welcome to this very special day.
This is a lecture?
Set up these lectures a few years ago as a platform to bring leading thinkers and policymakers here to the WTO.
Isn't that like what every fucking sit down ordeal is? Like, I thought that's what they all do, kind of thing.
The aim was to have them share their views on the big challenges of our...
Yeah, okay, I understand. We're gonna go ahead and skip this whole ordeal here. Yeah, I don't have a single care in the world for that. Not at all. Okay, so soldiers charged with selling U.S. Army secrets to China. We got the story on that. So they what they did is they actually looped that, which is fine. They want that in the media right now, so they're going to loop it a couple of times. EU Commission meeting on the roadmap for women's rights, of course. Of course. Oh, yeah, well, there's women don't have rights, apparently, huh? You know, yeah, sure, bullshit. Just more bullshit. Let's go ahead and move on ahead. So Pentagon orders removal of 26,000 plus military images under Trump's DEI ban. I don't know what that's all about. It's breaking news. So we're going to find out what the fuck this breaking news is. Let's get to it.
7:28 here on the East Coast, and welcome back to Life Now from Fox. I'm Gina Francine. We are following some breaking news.
Yo, Brother Dean, my man, coming in hot with that 10 spot, by the way. Hey, we love that gold shit over here. Saying everyone have a great weekend. Hey, man, thank you so much, Dean, for that. It really it helps out the show immensely when you guys help out like that, man. I know it may not even be a big deal to you guys, but it's a big deal to me. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Morning. Take a listen. The Defense Department is enforcing President Donald Trump's executive order ending DEI programs across federal agencies. The order issued back in February required the military to scrub mentions of DEI from all platforms. This includes websites, social media, and official archives.
Hey, you know what's funny about that, Wes, is I saw that right when we kicked off the show this morning, right? Like as I'm running through the comments with the thumbnail and the theme song, and I saw that, I started laughing. Yeah, homie, I got you. Of course. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. You know the deal.
According to a database obtained by the Associated Press, over 26,000 images have already been flagged for removal. However, a U.S. official said the final number could exceed 100,000. This as branches continue to review decades of content. One of the many questions this morning related to this breaking news is what military records are actually being deleted. Well, while many removals target DEI-related milestones, some flagged content has raised confusion, including historical records, commemorative months, and even files unrelated to diversity efforts. 26,000 plus military images flagged for removal so far, as I mentioned, 100,000 plus potential removals under full review.
Damn, so 26,000 are going to be deleted, I guess, right away kind of ordeal, but there's 100,000 images that are subject to deletion.
1,500 plus social media pages still need to be reviewed, and we're told only one civilian employee in the Marine Corps is handling its image removals. The flagged images include notable milestones such as the Tuskegee Airmen, the first Black military pilots in U.S. history, the first women to graduate from Marine infantry training, the Enola Gay, the aircraft that dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Additionally, some images appear to have been flagged due to errors. A California dredging project photo was marked for deletion because a Corps of Engineers official in the image had a last name of Gay. Another post mention is flagged due to fish species data, likely due to references to gender. Pentagon officials have defended the removal, stating that they are simply complying with Trump's directive. However, the process has led to confusion over what qualifies for deletion, and some branches have struggled to keep up. One Marine Corps official
Hey,
said,
you know we're shotgunning like totally. We're shotgunning beers out of my leg. We're gonna be pouring bottles and shit. We're mixing drinks up in that bitch. Oh yeah, dude. We're getting down with our bad selves. And yeah, Warland said it, by the way, in the chat. Somebody did ask. Mummy asked what DEI means. I was waiting for a perfect pause. But yeah, diversity, equality, and inclusion is absolutely what it means. Yep, you got it.
saying every flagged image in their database has either been removed or soon will be. But he does note that reviewing thousands of social media pages has been difficult due to outdated administrative access. The Pentagon not yet clarifying if some mistakenly flagged images will be restored, and officials have said that archiving removed content is inconsistent across branches. Again, this is a developing story this Friday morning. Breaking news coming into our live now from Fox Studios as the Pentagon has ordered removal of 20.
Be safe out there, brother KP. Always appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, my man. Hopefully we see you tomorrow morning for members only, by the way, 10 a.m. CST every single Saturday morning.
6,000 plus military images under President Donald Trump's DEI ban. As the situation develops, you'll be the first to know right here on Live Now from Fox. We're going to go ahead and take our third 2-minute commercial break of the hour.
No, we're not. I don't know why you keep saying that, woman.
Hey, take a listen.
The hell is this? What is this? Can't tell.
Significant rainfall over a long period.
What is this? Evacuations underway as Cyclone Alfred barrels to Australia? The hell does that mean? Let me go ahead and... It's not
from Energex, but that is important to keep you updated on that. Regarding the storm tide flooding, which we've spoken about as one of those major challenges.
Can we fix the fucking audio here? You only have about like $10,000 worth of microphones right here. What is going on? Why can we barely hear you?
On the flooding front.
There we go. Pick it up.
The fact that the cyclone
get better audio than that
sat at Slough before it crossed the coast, and it didn't cross during this morning's high tide, was particularly good news for that storm surge from the tide. We've this morning convened a meeting and we had representatives from all of the local governments, but including Gold Coast and Redland, representatives from all of the local governments, but including...
I don't know. I'm probably going to end up doing some sort of inner dynamics. The last few members only I've done, like the last like 3, have been more like not debate style. Some of them have been more of like stuff like that, but I think we're going to do some more inner dynamic of, relationships or something. We do something like that.
Gold Coast and Redlands, and we've got no reports this morning of storm tide inundation. That is really, really good news. It truly is. Now, there's another high tide this afternoon and a slightly larger one tomorrow morning, a slightly larger one than this afternoon. So we'll continue to watch that as the system approaches. But particularly good news, there was no inundation.
She knows the deal.
There were, however, some major waves, and we continue to see waves north of 10 metres off the coast. And indeed, some of the erosion that we've seen at Main Beach is some incredible images that have come through.
I couldn't tell you, Papa. Isn't that kind of funny how we've got like different nomenclature, like all this different nomenclature for the same fucking thing? I know, it's kind of funny, but we're not going to spend a lot of time on this. We're actually about to move it on.
This morning, and it does show you the force in which those waves hit the coast. Turning to rain support,
so that they're showing a little bit of like the storm as it's like underway,
and
while they're talking. So whatever.
Left off.
2 minutes shy from the top of the 8 o'clock hour here.
We got some more breaking news coming up
on the East Coast. Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and good morning to you if you're just now tuning in. I'm Jeanne Francine. We start this next hour with some breaking news.
You could, Martin.
Getting this information from our content partners at Fox News Edge, learning that U.S. citizens considering international travel during college spring breaks are being advised.
So State Department issues travel warning for popular spring break destination.
This morning about one specific destination. The U.S. State Department has issued a level 2 travel advisory for the Turks and Caicos Islands. This is a popular tourist area. The State Department says it's currently underway with active investigations, but the islands have limited resources for those investigations. The State Department also reporting that U.S. officials might not be able to secure.
Yo, that is true. You do need to get what you need for it is you need a good cocktail. That's what you need. You need to make yourself a drink. Shots are no good. You don't necessarily want to shot it up like crazy. You want to have like a good mean drink. That's what you need right there.
Your release. The agency, they do advise this Friday morning that visitors not walk alone at night, that visitors not answer doors for unexpected visitors, and not to resist during robbery attempts, and bringing firearms and ammunition risks fines and long jail sentences. Visitors, if you do still plan to travel, make sure you enroll in the Smart Traveler Enrollment Program for alerts and location notices. So make sure you are staying abreast of this alert. Of course, more destinations could be added from the State Department, but this one just coming in on this Friday morning for the popular spring break destination of Turks and Caicos.
Interesting.
Here at 8 o'clock on the East Coast, following other breaking news headlines, as I transition to the video on your screen right now, we are learning this Friday that 2 active duty U.S. soldiers stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord no longer at their post this morning. They're behind bars, accused of working with the Chinese government.
Okay, so there's nothing there that she was going to add. I just wanted to see in the very beginning, but that's their third time cycling this news story in a matter of 2 hours, which they want it played on the media, man. They're going to loop that motherfucker. So UN, how do you say that? Commemoration, I don't even know, of International Women's Day of 2025. Who gives a shit? All right, next.
Thank you very much.
I know I'm savage, but I don't give a fuck. We're gonna go ahead and keep on moving. United Nations 58th regular session of Human Rights Council. Okay, moving on past that. 58th regular session of still the same shit. Okay, U.S. adds 151,000 jobs in first report of President Trump's new term. Let's go ahead and figure out that is actually a breaking news headline. So I'm sure they just got that information in regarding how many jobs, Let's go ahead and find out together.
8:53 here on the East Coast, and welcome back to Live Now from Fox. Good morning to you if you're just
Chat is live today.
Some breaking news coming into our Live Now from Fox studio this Friday morning, learning that total non-farm payroll employment rose by 151,000 in February, and the unemployment rate changed little at 4.1%. This information coming from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported on this Friday. Employment trended up in healthcare, financial activities, transportation, and
none of those organizations have figured it out, Papa.
Warehousing and social assistance. Federal government employment declined.
Yeah, exactly,
this news release
Steve.
presenting statistics from 2 monthly surveys. The household survey measures labor force status, including unemployment by demographic characteristics. The establishment survey measures non-farm employment hours and earnings by industry. Of course, we know that these concepts and statistics used in these 2 surveys can be changed within recent data that continues to come.
Hit that shit, Posey says. Yes, sir. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. For all of you new ones just coming in, you know what I mean? Just coming in this morning, make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps out the show immensely, and it's the #1 metric of all of YouTube, man. So always appreciate you guys.
And as it relates to the unemployment rate, we know that both the unemployment rate at 4.1% and the number of unemployed people at 7.1 million changed little in February. The unemployment rate has remained in a narrow range of 4.0% to 4.2% since May of 2024. Among the major worker groups, the unemployment rate for whites increased in February. The jobless rates for adult men, 3.8%, adult women, 3.8%, teenagers, 12.9%. African Americans at 6%, Asians 3.2%, Hispanics 5.2%. That showed little change over the month. We will continue to follow the latest from this jobs report, courtesy of the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Again, this news just coming into our live now from Fox Studios. We continue to follow live events, and this next one, it does take us back out to Geneva, Switzerland. On this Friday, we continue to see that the United Nations, they have several events this morning, some related to International Women's Day, but this one is the United Nations 58th regular session of the Human Rights Council. Several topics being
What a waste of fucking money.
Discussed this morning, including humanitarian efforts, migrant concerns, and hate crimes.
Look at all that. For what?
Return to the list of speakers, and I invite the distinguished representative of Ethiopia.
Oh my God. Why are you gay?
6 OIDPs currently residing in collective centers will be relocated to permanent apartments.
Why are you even talking? Like, why are you even there if you're talking like that? Who the fuck is going to listen to that? Who?
With the remaining collective centers are set to close by the end of 2026. I thank you.
This is ridiculous. What a fucking scam. All this shit is a scam, dude. All this bullshit, it's a whole bunch of spending money to ask for more money. And yeah, I just can't stand it. We're going to go ahead and move ahead a little bit here and see what they move into here.
Construction of the system discriminates.
Come on.
This is message via Truth Ongoing. You are live now from Fox Studios from President Trump discussing the ongoing war between Russia.
Oh, real quick. Hold on here. Yeah, I got to stop it. I hear you. We got Mr. Boulay coming in hot with that 10 spot, that gold. He's coming in hot. Alabama's finest, by the way. Referring to another Alabama motherfucker right here. Anson Knowles' debate with Furby last night gave me this idea for a debate topic. Social sciences are not the same as real sciences, such as physics, chem, etc. Could I do it? Who wants to be my debate trainer? Holy shit, dude. You should do it. You should totally do it. Hey, man, I'll pitch in. I'll have a great ass time. Right. I'll help out. Absolutely. But thank you, Mr. Boulay. Thank you for the 10 spot right there. It means a lot, man. Thank you.
Russia and Ukraine sharing this message via Truth Social saying, quote, based on the fact that Russia is absolutely pounding Ukraine on the battlefield, I am strongly considering
I'm sure the hipsters out there are fucking crazy, Papa Penguin. I'm sure it's like radicalized for real.
Banking sanctions and tariffs on Russia until a ceasefire and final settlement agreement on peace is reached. To Russia and Ukraine, get to the table right now before it is too late. Saying thank you. Now this comes as President Trump has announced his look on how to end the war in Ukraine. He was hosting Ukrainian President Zelensky last week. It became very contentious.
Yo, Charles over there in Australia. We covered a little tiny bit about you guys this morning. But hopefully you're doing fantastic, kind sir.
And now President Trump
like 4 o'clock in the morning for him.
saying that he is considering sanctions against Russia amid this ongoing war. Now, earlier, President Trump directed a pause to U.S. assistance to Ukraine as he seeks to pressure Ukrainian President Zelensky to engage in negotiations to end the war with Russia. He says that he wants to bring both parties to the table, and both parties needs to come and negotiate. This decision comes just days after a very contentious meeting in which President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance were very upset with Zelensky for what they say was insufficient gratitude for more than $180 billion the United States has given Ukraine for military aid.
Are you from the Department of Noam Sands?
Other assistance.
How can I be myself if you count my Noam Sands?
Since the start of Russia's invasion back in 2022, a White House official said President Trump is focused on reaching a peace deal and wants Zelensky committed to that goal. The official added that the U.S. was pausing and reviewing its aid to ensure that it is contributing to a solution. And that is according to an official who spoke on the condition of anonymity. Now, this order for a pause in assistance to Ukraine will remain in effect until President Trump determines that Ukraine has.
Yeah. What's up? So loud. Good to see my man right there. Shout out to my man. Always appreciate you. As well as we got Stephanie up in here. Good morning to you. Hopefully you're doing fantastic this morning as well. Always appreciate all the support, and you guys hitting that like button on the way in always means the world.
Has demonstrated a commitment to peace negotiations with Russia. The halting of military aid comes some 5 years after President Trump held up a congressionally authorized assistance bill to Ukraine as he sought to pressure Zelensky to launch an investigation into Joe Biden. So we did want to share the very latest as President Trump has paused aid to Ukraine, but now considering sanctions against Russia amid the war, sharing this social media post, quote, based on the fact that Russia is absolutely pounding Ukraine on the battlefield right now, I am strongly considering large-scale banking sanctions, and tariffs on Russia until a ceasefire and final settlement agreement on peace is reached. To Russia and Ukraine, get to the table right now before it is too late. Thank you.
What do you guys think of that quote? Just asking you guys a general consensus.
We're going to continue to monitor any new updates as we do throughout the day. In the meantime, we're going to step away for a 2-minute break here on Live Now from Fox.
No, woman. No. I don't know why they keep trying to put, I don't know why they keep trying to do that to us. We don't need that shit. All right. Let's see here. What did I see right there? What did I see? I did see some authorities to release more information on Gene Hackman's death. Okay, that's good. That's good. As we know, Gene Hackman unfortunately died at 95 years old? Yeah, something like that, 95. And unfortunately, his wife also died in his New Mexico house, alongside with the family dog died too. All three of them died in the house. So it's a little suspicious on, and it was labeled as a suspicious deaths. So we'll find out. So there's another news headline from the FAA. Weather causing ground delay at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport.
Hours today for
I don't know why that was so fucking hard to say. They're still discussing the whole, the UN Human Rights Council. They're going to discuss all this bullshit. But one of them, of course, is going to be immigration. So, of course, that's what they're discussing in there as of an hour ago. So we got State Senator Colton Moore, right? Colton. And he's a Republican over there for Georgia, in court on battery charge.
Attempting to get into the chamber, Moore was removed by Georgia State Patrol. And so the state senator now in court on a battery charge. Let's listen in.
Something I'll consider your proposed order as well. I will say, as we move forward in the case today, the first thing that I'm going to ask Ms. Bernard and Mr. Holloway to do.
Hey, that's a humongous W right there. Yes. Hey, Chad always wins, man. Chad always wins, isn't it a fact? Hey, thank you guys for the immense support, by the way, and thank you guys for helping out. Whether you guys just being here, hitting that like button, man, that shit, it means the world.
If you're amenable, none of this is absolute, is to talk for a few minutes. I'm going to take up a few other cases briefly. I am going to ask you to either talk directly and or with our mediator. We're not going to treat this case any different from any other case, and that has value. But once you're in there, it is voluntary. And I'm prepared to hear the case on the merits today. If we get to that
would be dope, Mr. Boulay. That sounds like a good-ass time.
Point, it's fine.
I would do it.
If that happens, I will allow both sides a little bit of latitude to put this in some kind of context. And so even though these other witnesses who might have been able to shed more light on that context, their subpoenas have been quashed, I will allow a little bit of leeway if you feel like that context is relevant to the issues at hand. Are there any other matters that I need to take up right now?
briefly with respect
Yeah,
to-
Wes, that happened about how long ago, chat? Like on Monday? What, like about 5 days ago, something like that? Monday? I think it was Monday. When I discussed that, I believe. It may have even been a little longer, but I think it was Monday.
The court's instruction just now. I'm happy to speak with counsel to the extent.
Okay, so it was a little longer. So it was last week sometime or something like that. I just remember doing it in the last couple of weeks. We covered the story live.
We'll have to see, but assuming that it won't bear any fruit, we have, I know there's a number of individuals, law enforcement officers as well, who have duties at the Capitol. And as you've heard, this is a very busy day down there. We would just ask that we be able to be heard as expeditiously as possible in the day today so that we can get some of these people out of here and back to their
Steve.
other duties. Obviously also very important.
And I don't think I asked
Oh
you, Mr.
shit!
Fleischman.
I thought you meant like you hadn't heard it yet. You know what I mean? My bad.
You have other courts you need to be at today. Okay, thank you. Ms. Bernard, let me ask about that. I can't count, but there may be 10 or so state troopers and other law enforcement. Do they all need to be here? Are you calling some or all of them?
And Your Honor, we believe they are recipient witnesses to the interaction.
Imagine being a senator and getting fucking banned from setting foot in the House chamber. Like, woo!
Between Mr. Williams and Mr. Moore.
I'm not going to tell anybody how to present their case. I will ask if you're able to talk to them and figure out, maybe if some of their testimony is the same, or if they're across the street and they can come back. I'll work with everybody on it. I just really have to juggle this case with several others. What I can do,
bro, stop the excuses. That's always a judge's excuse. Oh, well, do you know how many people I fucking deal with a day? Fucking shut up. Fuck you and your pocketbooks, dude. You're the one that actually is deciding people's fate. I don't care if they're a senator. I don't care if they're the lowest scumbag on the face of the earth. Doesn't matter, man. We're supposed to live. You know what I mean? You're supposed to have enough time and be able to present your fucking case. I don't need to feel like, oh, I'm doing you guys a favor because I got all this other shit, and so
I
shut
don't
up.
suppose that you're going to work something out through
How deep does your fucking pockets need to be, Judge?
mediation or not. I just don't know. But
Just
I would
saying.
say that my goal would be at 9:56 right now that we are going to work expeditiously. We're not going to rush anything till 11 o'clock. And then I'd kind of like to know what's going on with this case. I don't see us starting back on this matter, position 14, until maybe 11 o'clock
And
in an hour.
And certainly, Your Honor, I would be happy to speak with the troopers and see if we might be able to excuse them back to the Capitol and to have them on call to return at the court's direction.
Okay. And Mr. Fleischman, was that somewhat what y'all were asking for as well?
Oh, that sounds about right.
Okay. I'm sensitive to everybody's time. So with that in mind, thank you, everybody. If you could
You know the deal.
leave those seats, and I look forward to hearing back from everybody. For the lawyers on the motions to quash, have a great weekend. Y'all are excused.
Thank you, Honor.
Okay, so we did dip into this coverage as Georgia State Senator Colton Moore. He's standing there in the foreground. He was in court just now.
It goes by super quick, Wes. Sometimes it goes by like literally a snap of a finger. Today it went by extremely fast. It's already been almost an hour. Isn't that kind of crazy?
On a battery charge. And so, at least from what it appears to be from the judge, he is asking that both sides go to some mediation. He says that he's not telling anyone how to do their case, but if mediation does not work, he does anticipate court to resume in just about an hour. And that is State Senator Colton Moore right there standing up with his back.
Shit, she can get it too, homie. Come on.
Back towards us right here. He was in court on a battery charge. And I did want to share just a little bit more
of this case. As we see him leaving with his attorneys, the judge is asking that both sides now go through some sort of mediation, trying to see if they can come to some sort of agreement without it having to actually go before the judge. But the judge says that he is ready to take up the case in just about 1 hour's time. So as we continue to give you the very latest, this is a live look inside.
Okay, let's go ahead and see if there's any breaking news before we close this out. And while, once we find some, if we find some, I'll look to find if there's anybody live streaming that we can do a nice little raid skis to,
Atlanta, Georgia, a courtroom with Fox.
With different stakeholders.
No, UN, back to the UN. Fuck these guys.
Representative of referred amount of money, and then you get scared because they're
Houston police warn about scam targeting seniors. Yeah, that's been a thing forever.
so you get.
And that agenda 2030.
Oh my God, these fucking guys out. I can't believe this. Just a huge, cope fest. Unreal. Yeah, look, now we're at a live. This is this second.
Into Stanfield. Acknowledge
That is
the
right
urgency
now.
of those who understand.
So we are done with that shit. We are done. I'm not listening to none of that bullshit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and figure out somebody who is live. Let's go look. Let's go see who's live right now, and we can get, send you guys over. Have a good ass time. We always like to continue on and show the love after we, after we're done live streaming, we like to send you guys off to somebody. Let's see who's live. Who's live right now? Oh, we can totally fucking have a good ass time and troll over here. You guys down to troll a little bit? I'm always down to troll. So guys, stick around. We're going to troll a little bit. We're going to go over to these fucking losers over here. Let's go ahead and show them a little funniness and stick around for these fucking idiots. They are idiots. So ladies and gentlemen, much love, honor, respect to all of you legends up in here. I can't do the show without you guys. I can't do it without your guys' support. You guys liking the video, you guys showing up and just being here and supporting, as well as engaging. Honestly, I really look at the Breakfast Club as not only, I know it's kind of funny and cliche to say, but like, it's totally a family. You know what I mean? And I really love hearing your guys' input, your engagement, your comments. That's why you guys are a big part of the show. That's why I put up all the comments, because I want that. You know what I mean? I love your guys' engagement, and I really appreciate that. So I just know that I see it, and I'm very appreciative. And listen, for everyone that is not a member, we'll see you guys Monday morning for more of the World's Madness, but we will see the members in the Breakfast Club tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. CST, 11 a.m. Eastern. We always get down with our bad selves over there. We're going to have a good ass time, as we get to be quite a bit uncensored over there. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, closing out, make sure you guys hit that like button, as well as follow my Instagram right here at BallValve TV. It's very much appreciated. If you guys are interested in Discord at all, it's in the link in the description of every live video. So, hey, man, I always appreciate you guys. And until tomorrow morning, we'll see you guys. And God bless. Enjoy your weekend. And happy Friday to everybody. We'll see you guys very soon.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges, a host with a fire burning.